Thanks for watching YouTube. I'm super excited. We're continuing our series on major screw-ups. And these are people in the Bible that we want to believe in redemption and, success and forgiveness and coming full circle and really moving into new seasons of victory. But these individuals never came through. They never followed around the redemption curve and came out the other side better. And I want to point these out because I think they made mistakes that we can avoid. They made decisions that we would do well not to make. So thus far we've looked at Judas, he was kind of a big one, Jeroboam, and we also looked at Saul. But today I want to look at Cain. And this is way back, in Genesis chapter 2 with Cain and Abel. And here's the interesting thing. And I think it's actually Genesis chapter 4. So I got my chapters mixed up there. Sorry. But here's the deal. Cain and Abel both offered sacrifices to God. And Cain offered like fruits and vegetables from the ground. And Abel offered livestock. And it says that God accepted Abel's sacrifice, but rejected Cain's sacrifice. And then it says in verses 6 and 7, it says, God spoke to Cain and said, "Why are you angry? And why has your countenance fallen?" Cain was really upset and kind of pouty and gripey and, take my toys and go home and play by myself. And he's a major screw up because what happens is God says to him, if you do well, won't your countenance be lifted up? But if you do not do well, here's the key point. Sin is crouching at your door and its desire is for you, but you must master it. And the major screw up here is sin and letting sin be your master, letting sin control you, letting sin dominate you. And the thing is this, we cannot let sin control and dominate us. We have to let Jesus, who is bigger inside of us, be greater than the sin and the pressure and the enemy trying to get in and sabotage us. Cain did not master sin. He went out and wound up killing his brother. And bad news, he was marked by God and ostracized from his family and lived in complete dishevelment. He was unsettled and never at peace for the rest of his life. Cain was a major screw-up, and his screw-up was that he didn't master sin. He let sin master his own heart. And that's something that we should be conscientious of, that we don't let sin master and control us. Anything that separates us from God would be considered sin. So let's not do the Cain thing. Let's avoid his major screw-up, and let's let God be big in us. Let Jesus' victory reign supreme and give us strength on the inside to overcome sin and any plan over the enemy. So, as we finish today, I'd love to get your feedback. Be super helpful. And I'd love to have you subscribe. Love it when people subscribe. And I see us growing in our numbers for this channel. So thank you again and again. I really, really appreciate it. And here's your joke. This one is short but wonderful. I used to have a fear of hurdles. But I got over it. I'm over the hurdles. Thanks so much for watching. We'll continue next week with major screw-ups.